Okay, so let's have a real discussion right now because you're researching the St. Johns County area, right? Well, here are some reasons why St. Johns County may not be the perfect area for you. But I'm not only gonna leave you with that, I'm gonna talk about some areas that you should also look into as well. Let's talk about them. Okay, so I know that we all know and love St. Johns County because we have the beautiful historic district of St. Augustine. Now it's perfect. It's perfect for date night. We have the beach close by. And then also, yes, we're known for our amazing schools and the lifestyle that we're able to provide here in this county. But it isn't for everyone. And I've actually met some people on here. We've met, you found my YouTube, and I mainly focus on helping people relocate to St. Johns County. But sometimes it doesn't always work out for them. But that's why you have this local expert here you're watching that's gonna help you find some of the areas that maybe you didn't even consider. So let's talk about some of those areas that I recently shared with clients who I just felt didn't fit that box of St. Johns County, because I'm telling you, it is a box that fits here. The box that fits here, typically, a lot of them are families, growing families, newlyweds, the people who are trying to get to the point of community is community and you do it for all the events and everything going on, the hustle, the bustle and everything like that. But typically the heavier emphasis is on families and they move for families. Okay, so story time. I had a client reach out wanting to be in the St. John's area. They're like, oh my gosh, we love St. Augustine, we wanna be close, and we wanna be just close enough to Mayo Clinic. And I was like, okay, this is a great area for you. Tell me a little bit about what you are looking for. So I hear that you're wanting to be close to Mayo. Why? Medical reasons. And I said, no problem. Who's all coming with you? Who do I get to have the pleasure to find home with? Well, it's gonna be a older daughter, about my age, not older like bad, like don't call me old, please. And then her mom. So it really doesn't make sense. And I was like, okay, is there little people coming with you? Not that I'm talking about short people, just like small children. And then she's like, no, just my animals and my mom and me. And I was like, okay, can we explore a little bit? And I was like, because I know some areas we were looking in Trailmark and loving that lifestyle feel, but they both have very different views on what they were looking for. You see, the mom would love to be in a rural area with no one, no neighbors. I don't want to see them. I don't want to hear them, nothing. But the daughter, I want to have the lifestyle. I want to have anything that I need, quick access, while also enjoying a brand new home. Because who doesn't want to live worry-free with new construction, right? Well, that was really the only options that they thought they had was around here. Little did they know, I was like, you know what? I know that you want to be close to Mayo, but lifestyle is a huge thing for you. So what if I was able to get you closer to the beach? What would you think about that? Oh, we would love to be closer to the beach. Okay, then hold my sunglasses. Actually don't, because I use them as headbands. But I was like, I got this. So we went up, I was like, we're gonna look in the area of Yulee, and Yulee is out there. I'm telling you because I drove forever. But Yulee is out there. Yulee is in the north, almost basically it feels like you'll go to the exit where it says last chance to get oranges. That's Yulee. There's still a lot of shopping out there. There's Amelia Island out there. There's Fernandina Beach out there. So they're gonna give you that more beachy feel, and they have shopping, so it's not like they're away from everything, but there is a neighborhood that just opened up called McGirt. It just opened up. They have about 50 homes that they're building within there, and they have a huge lot size. Huge. Oh my gosh, huge lot size. It's over 120 feet, I'm pretty sure, for their lot size. St. Johns County, it's 40, 50, 60, 70 foot lots, okay? They have double up there. Crazy. And they have a privacy back, and they're able to get this 3,400 square foot home for $200,000 less than they would have spent in St. Johns County. Mind blown. We'll talk about that area at some point in a video too, so I can share more about that. But in that scenario, St. Johns County didn't have to fit the only box they had to go in. There was multiple that they could have fit in, that we could now explore the Jacksonville area, which is a huge landmass area to check out, by the way. But it matched their needs of being close to Mayo Clinic while also matching the daughter's desire to do more of the newer get to have like everything close by and everything like that, while also meeting the mom's needs of wanting a larger lot area. And because it's only a 50 home community, no CDD, very low HOA. So it's almost checking both of their boxes for a place they never would have imagined if they wouldn't have reached out to a local expert. That was just a local plug, just saying, sorry. But possibly St. Johns County might not be the place for you if you're not looking for, is there gonna be traffic? Absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of people in this amazing area, and certain times of day, you're gonna get traffic. Also, if you're not looking forward to knowing your neighbors, I'm gonna say that completely honestly, if you're not interested in knowing your neighbors, St. Johns County honestly might not be for you because they definitely, depending on what community you're in, one, either, yes, you're gonna have Karens. I'm sorry, it just is what it is. And if you're a Karen, I don't mean that in any offense. It's your name, not you. And at the same time, you will have people who you can make friends, you can build these relationships, all like that. Also, there are areas of St. Johns County that this is possible, but for the most part, it's really hard to put your toys somewhere in St. Johns County. So your boat, your RV, your all of that. And these master plan communities, they don't want to see them. So you now have to not only pay for your HOA, your CDD, and all of that, now you have to pay to locate all your toys. So where's your boat gonna be? You're gonna be paying rent somewhere. Where's your RV gonna be? Where's your like jet ski? All the toys that you're so excited to move here and have, where are those gonna go? And so that's where it kind of doesn't connect for some people of the area, but there are some areas that we will talk about in a later video about where it might work here in St. Johns County. They're few and far between, but they exist here and they are possible here. Just not as likely as if you were just to go right outside of the St. Johns County limits. And let's be honest, if you love snow, this is not the place for you. I had to have one like realistic, like that's not happening. It's not gonna snow here. So if you really, really love snowboarding, skiing, any of that, not happening, not here, not anytime soon, because honestly, it feels so hot here right now. And that goes another thing. If you can't handle heat, this is not the place for you. I will say, it is so nice because of the coastal breeze, because we're so close to the beach, not too close to the beach, but because of that, we constantly have a coastal breeze running through the county in a whole. Even if you're pretty far west, like near Rivertown in that St. John's area, you still have that really nice coastal breeze that's coming through. Another thing, like I was talking about traffic, if you're not interested to move into a fast developing area, St. Johns County really may not be for you. It's not a slow pace community. We are a county who is constantly trying to raise the bar, whether that be through our schools, whether that be through our shopping, whether that be through our home development with these master plan communities. We're constantly just trying to one-up ourselves and one-up each other. So if that's something that really isn't too enticing for you, or the hustle and bustle of all of that, this may not be your area either, because there is so much development continually happening in this county that people not understanding the realization, people not having the realization of all of the development that's truly coming here and is continuing to come here, yes, it's going to help benefit our community 100%. But some people just don't want to be through that construction process, and it's going to be a process. So we need patience, of course, if you're looking to move to the area to benefit from all the amazing things that are to come. Now, maybe after this video, you're still like, it still would be perfect for me, Demi. And if it is, let's have a conversation. Or maybe you found out through this video, maybe it's not, and we should still have a conversation, because there's other options out there for you if you're one of the ones that fall into, yeah, it doesn't work for me. But if it does work for you, you fall into a whole nother category. And I can't wait to share with you, because I personally, those negative, don't really work with me kind of things works for me and my family. And we've continued to raise our kids here. I grew up here, born and raised. And now I choose to raise my kids here when I could have moved anywhere in the world. I still came back here to my hometown. And so if you have any questions on either side that you're on, whether you decided that maybe it's not for you or you decided it's perfect for you, let's connect. I'd love to talk more about specifically why it would be great for you, or specifically why it wouldn't be great for you, and maybe find an area that works perfect for you. So let's get together. I actually have a link below, and we could meet and schedule either a Zoom call or an in-person meeting where we could talk more about what you're looking for and how we can find that perfect area, whether it's St. John's or not, here in Northeast Florida. Until next time, I'm Demi Judd with Real Broker. See you later.